Welcome to the Kingsford Flivver Flash. I'm Coach Van Dusen. This is Season 24, Episode 4, Season Update. So the Flivvers have been doing really well this season, so we're going to jump right into it because as we move into Week 7, everybody's started to think about the playoffs. As we take a look at the varsity, they are currently 6-0. So they started off with Escanaba with a score of 21-0. Were able to beat them for a home opener and then beat Houghton by a score of 28-8. They headed to Gladstone for Week 3 and were able to win by a score of 42-0. So that was a big win on the road. And then had Negaunee at home for homecoming and got a little bit of revenge from last year and were able to knock down the Miners by a score of 29-27. Then they headed 2 times in a row up to the Copper Country. The first time to beat Calumet by a score of 14-0, and then to Hancock, where they won by a score of 50-8. Now this week, we'll bring the Ishpeming Westwood Patriots to town for a home contest, and then the Varsity Flivvers will be on the road to Menominee, and they will finish up their Week 9 2024 season in Marquette. Taking a quick look at the junior varsity schedule, they started off with a loss at Escanaba, but then were able to peel off 2 wins in a row, one up in Houghton and one against Gladstone at home. Again, they went on the road to Negaunee where they dropped one against the Miners and then had 2 home wins. First one against Calumet and the next one against Hancock. In that Calumet game, the freshman Flivvers actually came up to help because the JVs were hurting pretty bad on numbers just between injuries and different things, but they were back full strength for Hancock and were able to get the dub. This week's game against Westwood, the Flivvers will take the W due to a Westwood forfeit. The Westwood JVs have been plagued by injuries, and they just don't have enough to field a team this week. We wish the Patriots the best of luck and hope they can get everybody healthy for their Week 8 and Week 9 games. So for the junior varsity Flivvers, Week 8 brings Menominee to town, and that will be their last home game of the season because on Thursday, October 24th, they will travel up to Marquette in their final 2024 season game. Last but not least, we have the freshman Flivvers. They were able to start with a win against Escanaba. They went to Shiocton, Wisconsin, where they took a loss. Then they were able to travel up to Marquette, where they beat up on the Sentinels. Their Thursday game against Ashland was canceled, and that's where we put them down with Calumet to get a win with the Flivver JV. And the freshmen did a really good job stepping up to the plate and helping out. Now, last night, they traveled to Coleman, Wisconsin, where they took a tough loss, and they will finish off their 2024 season with 2 tough opponents, one in Escanaba, and then Thursday, 10/24, they will be at home against Marquette. Now we'll take a quick look at Region 1, District 1, and you can see Kingsford is currently the number 2 seed with Ogama Heights drawing the number 1 with a couple familiar faces in those other spots in Sheboygan and Gladwin. Looking down at District 2, we have the Belding, Midland, Clare, and then Howard City, Tri-County. So a lot of familiar foes in Division 5, Region 1. So with a few more games left for the Kingsford Flivvers, we ask that you like, subscribe, and share not just the Kingsford Flivver Flash, but make sure that you like us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We try to keep everything as up to date as we possibly can, so our fans are always informed. Till next time, this is Coach Van Dusen. Win in the classroom, win in the community, and win on the field.